If you're an estate agency boss, listen up in the next few minutes because I've got this man here called Aaron Cox, okay? Top estate agent from North London, doesn't mess about, calls a spade an effing shovel, which is a technical term. And he thought he knew it all. But with the help and guidance of an estate agency charitable foundation, this man has gone from superstar to megastar. Today, I'm joined by Aaron Cox, who is the boss man supremo of David Asprey's, one of London's premier estate agents. Aaron, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
No worries. Now, Aaron, I've known you for a few years, and you do call a spade a what's-the-name shovel. And I know you've been, well, you said to me a couple of years ago, 18 months ago, you felt like you just needed to kick on and take your agency to the next level. Why did you feel that way? And let's forget about Agents Together just for a second, but why did you feel that way?
Do you know what? I think like agency, David Asprey in particular, I think there was a big difference in terms of where we were versus where we wanted to be. And it was about basically bridging that gap, looking at infrastructure, and ultimately, I had a choice where it was, do we do enough to fit in, or do we want to go the extra mile to stand out? And that's why we, reached out to you guys to take us, or help us get us to the next stage.
Because I know, there are paid for mentors out there, and there's nothing wrong. They're really good, but I know you have a very exacting what you want in life. And you have a certain style, which is quite synonymous with estate agents, which is you shoot from the hip, you don't mess about, and you tell it like it is. That's just the way you are, isn't it? You love to be in control of the situation. I'm about right. I'm a mind reader, aren't I?
Yes, I'm a red, Chris. Okay. I'm a red.
So your biggest fear is being taken advantage of by others. So you're really careful of what you do, but you want to grow the business. And what So, I mean, again, you could have gone for some training and or some mentorship paid for, but why did you reach out to Agents Together?
Do you know what? I reached out to Agents Together, or simply put, because I wanted to grow. I wanted to leverage out my position. I wanted to leverage other people's knowledge. And being the sort of type of business that we are, I believe we're quite front foot. We're very passionate about what we do. And when I spoke to Sam and the team at Agents Together, I explained that this is kind of where we are. And I didn't want to do it as a tick box exercise. For me, it's very important that we're partnered up with someone who might be able to support us on the journey.
I mean, if you look at Aaron's stats, he is a big in the game player in his market. And I think if you were matched with someone who was probably average or same, I don't think that would have grown you or pushed you. So really, you would have needed someone pretty big in the game that you could look up to and say, I'm going to listen to what he's got to say. So did they match you up with Mr. Average estate agent, or did they match you up with someone who was a bit red hot?
Chris, I'd go one step further. I didn't get someone who's red hot. I got someone who's absolutely incredible. Like genuinely, I've been working with Kevin Scrubs.
What, from Pygott and Crone?
Yeah, Kevin, the famous Kevin.
He is a very well-known estate agent, runs Pygott and Crone, which, with his business partners, big Lincolnshire and now Nottinghamshire estate agent. They don't take any prisoners, do they?
Far from. What I would actually really say about Kevin in particular is that he's been incredible with me. And he basically said to me from day dot, he goes, look, if you want to learn, if you want to grow, I can help, I can assist. But it weren't just words. Like he meant it was beyond the words. It was the actions. It was the frequent check-ins. Making me accountable. And what I loved about him was, he was very open. He was very open book. It wasn't I never felt that we was ever rushed. He made me feel so at ease. And the conversations were endless. And to be honest, I was so happy to be paired up with Kevin as a mentor, because he's been different class. His energy and enthusiasm will not be beaten. It's so infectious.
So what's he actually done for you? Would you feel, in terms of your, what's he done for you? Are you happier as an estate agent? Are you growing? All the above? Anything else?
Absolutely. I think kind of we're a two branch operation at the minute in London, North London, with offices in Crouch End and Islington. The next aspiration for us is to get to 5 branches. And then beyond that, I mean, we want to get to 10 and beyond that. So I wanted to be partnered up with someone who's kind of ultimately, walked in those shoes, been there, seen it, done it. And I got all of that and more from Kevin. Little things. His attention to detail. His structure is organized. The guy's just a winner. I mean, if there's one word that I could to describe Kevin, it would be that the guy is an absolute. He's a winner. He just gets things done.
Would it be fair to say that Sam actually listened to what you wanted from mentorship, and then basically went out and found the best person for you?
Well, there's a bit of a story to this, in fact. So I spoke to Sam initially, and Sam, bless him, he must have thought, Jesus, Aaron is relentless. And
I'd agree with him. I would agree with you on that. With him on that.
But what he did say, he goes, at the end of that call, he said there can only be one person for you, Aaron. He goes, I have got someone to be the perfect suitor. And I asked Sam to kind of talk about this individual. Obviously, he didn't name any names. And we've literally, within a minute, I said, this guy sounds perfect. And honestly, I don't think the match could have been any better. I feel like I've developed quite a personal relationship with Kevin. If I've got a problem in the business, I won't think twice about picking up the phone and reaching out. He's been invaluable. He's been priceless.
Has he changed your life?
Has he changed my life? I might start asking for marriage advice soon. Well, my business, he has changed 110%. I'm indebted to him. I feel like there's certain things that he's done as a red, somebody who's quite, the mindset is I cannot be beaten, I will not be outworked. He's kind of slowed me down and made me be a little bit more strategic. It's all well and good having, working at 100 miles per hour and being directionless. He's kind of said, no, absolutely. Energy's great, but direction, where are we heading? He's helped me understand the why. And that it's been priceless.
What would your message be? What would your message be to any estate agent like you running their own business, about taking on mentorship? I mean, I'm assuming this has cost you money. Just before you answer that question, has it cost you?
No.
Where's the catch? There must be a catch.
Well, there's no catch. I mean, the only catch is Kevin's been an Ipswich Town fan. So if you that's probably been the only catch, and he's not used to Premier League football. But honestly, it's no catch. It's literally every minute, hour that Kevin's put into me over the last few months has been completely free of charge. And the only thing that he's asked from me is that I go all in, which is it's win-win. It's an absolute no-brainer.
What would your message be to any estate agent watching this? This is the final thing I want to ask, is what would your message be to any estate agency boss, letting agency boss, thinking to themselves, I want a slice of what Aaron's had?
Well, my message would be this. If you are genuinely passionate about what you do, genuinely care about delivering incredible customer service, having a business to be proud of, having a culture where your staff can thrive, then do get in touch with a mentor. And so the guys, Kev, I obviously only speak on behalf of Kevin, but Kevin has been sensational. He hasn't been shy of putting me in my place every now and then. And every time that we converse, it's always adding value. And I can't thank him enough. I feel like I've got a friend for life. Even earlier today, he's given me stick. Do you know what? It's the education, but it's in a way which is relative. It's not teacher pupil. And he's been a class act, and I'm very, very fortunate to have worked with Kevin Scrubs.
Aaron, thank you for your time today, and thank you for your honesty. Thank you, Kevin, for guiding and supporting Aaron on his journey to make him happier and more successful, and making him accountable. Because you say he is a little bit of a firecracker, and you're
Be gentle.
Okay, but sometimes, yes, there's no point in going 100 miles an hour if you're not going in the right direction. Better
Absolutely.
to go 90 in the right direction. I know we're not going to slow you down, but we're going to make you smarter, not work harder. More importantly, you, the viewer, I want to just say to you that if you're an estate agent or a letting agent, boss, negotiator, valuer, even the office cleaner, you can get guidance and support to progress your career, to make you happier by having a mentor. The relationship that you have with your boss can never be, there's always going to be a strange relationship because you pay their bills. But when there's someone totally on your side, guiding and supporting you, that is what the mentorship program can offer you in Agents Together. It costs nothing. There is no catch. It just means that you have to step up and be accountable to yourself and your mentor. What they get out of it is there's nothing better than helping another human being. And if you want to be happier and more successful, then it's as Aaron rightly says, it's a win-win situation. If you want to find out more about becoming a mentee with Agents Together, then click on the link above or below. I never know where. They never tell me that one, Aaron. But thank you for your time today, Aaron. Thank you for taking your valuable time to out of your diary to spread the word to estate agents watching like this. And letting agents. So thank you, Aaron. And I'll leave you in peace. And thank you for watching. Thank you.